race never easy. And the second one going down for the lap sweep. And both of those were reviewed, which tells you that the Bangladesh batsmen thought they weren't out. So that was a bit of exemplary umpiring from that man. As I say, good afternoon to Mazharuddin.
Yes, running. Good afternoon, Tino. Sri Lanka has managed to put pressure on the Bangladeshi batters. Good to see a slip fielder out there still in the middle phase of the innings so far. But the captain Kusal Pereira is banking on his bowler, allowing them to bowl freely, put pressure on the batsman. Bangladesh has already lost 2 quick wickets. And since then, Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur are trying to develop a partnership from here on. As I previously mentioned, the first innings total in day-night matches here are 238. They will be eyeing somewhere near 250 from here on.
99 for 2. Very quickly became 99 for 4. When Mandela walked out to bat. But as you say, they can just push this little partnership a bit longer.
Ball.
250 looks pretty likely on the board. 29 gone. 121 for 4.
করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে বাংলাদেশকে সুরক্ষিত রাখা এখন আপনার হাতে। মাস্ক পরুন, ভ্যাকসিন নিন, 2 মিটার দূরত্ব বজায় রাখুন আর হাত ধুয়ে লাইফ বয় বা অন্য যে কোনো সাবান দিয়ে লাক্স, মেরিল, ডেটল হাতের কাছে যা থাকে। এনার্জির জন্য আর কত ব্যাকুল, এবার হয়ে যাও কুল। অস্কার ফ্রি malted beverage. Oscar ব্যাপারটা কুল।
40 পয়সা মিনিট এখন 60 দিন মেয়াদে। বাংলা লিংক
অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল অ্যাক্টিভ যুক্ত 30 সল বিশিষ্ট সেরা প্রাইম ওয়াটার ট্যাঙ্ক। বাংলাদেশের সবচেয়ে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ট্যাঙ্ক, যা চলে 50 বছরেরও বেশি। সেরা প্রাইম ওয়াটার ট্যাঙ্ক, একবার কিনলে 50 বছর।
Shamat end to 7th over, Lord for 33. Shikarim just continues to play that leadership role. Innings, a role that he's played for a very, very long time for Bangladesh. Just a little bit of width from Sandakan last delivery. Just manoeuvring it into that space. Backward of square on the offside.
Talking about Mushfiqur, he is also the highest run getter for Bangladesh against Sri Lanka in ODI. Got a wealth of experience and likes to play against the Sri Lankans. It's also going to be a huge challenge for Mahmudullah as well. He's not a regular member in the test side, had to wait for his opportunity when there's a limited over format. He's the captain of T20 side. And he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
Yeah, both of these gentlemen have been an integral part of top to middle order over the years. Scored plenty.
মোটরের অভ্যাস দেয়।
Would give them around about that 250 mark. Maza, do you feel that's competitive?
The way teams have gone so far, that's a wide as well. From this situation, Bangladesh would love to get around 250. Yes, they have got some depth as well. Most sixes hit by Bangladeshi batsmen in ODI. Tamim Iqbal with 95 sixes right up there. Mushfiqur follows him on 85 and Mahmudullah 66 sixes.
I think that there just stresses the importance of this partnership for Bangladesh in particular. So they lost those two very quick wickets. Partnership just 27 at the moment from 44 balls.
Ball!
They both look good. Mushikur Rahim in particular. And Bangladesh will be hoping that they can carry this on for another 10 to 15 overs and then give themselves a launch pad to try and get to that 250 plus mark. Swung away. He plays that shot so well, does Mushfiqur Rahim. Played it earlier on in the innings. It cleared the boundary. This time, just one bounce.
And he picked up the spot really well. He knew there was no fielder down there. Played against the spin, but that's his money shot. He loves to play this sweep shot over and over again, and that bring him a lot of runs in international cricket. Look how he unsettled the bowler. Dragged that outside the off stump and played it really well towards mid-wicket. A welcome boundary for Mushfiqur Rahim.
It's a calculated stroke as well, because yes, there are two men back on the leg side, but very square. Nobody at mid-wicket on the boundary, so he knows even if he doesn't get all of it, he's still going to get some runs, and there's nobody there to take it. There's the man who's at long on, and then a deep mid-wicket. He's actually gone straighter since he played that last shot for four. Bit of confusion between the two. Mahmudullah wanted the single. Mushfiqur didn't. And all is well that ends well.
Both the batsmen now starting to get into the range after spending some time at the crease, especially Mushfiqur Rahim. He looks really comfortable now.
A good over for Bangladesh, 8 from it, 132 for 4.
কি মনের সাথে শরীর আর তাল মেলাতে পারছে না? চাই গ্লাইকোজ ডি। এর গ্লুকোজ দ্রুত শরীরে মিশে দেয় ইনস্ট্যান্ট এনার্জি। এবার মনের সাথে তাল মেলাবে শরীর। গ্লাইকোজ ডি নিমিশেই রিচার্জ।
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই সফলগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন। জোড়া লাগায় সবকিছু।
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই সফলগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন। এনার্জির জন্য আর কত ব্যাকুল, এবার হয়ে যাও কুল অস্কার প্রিমিয়াম মল্টেড বেভারেজ। অস্কার ব্যাপারটা কুল।
To the man on strike, Mushfiqur Rahim. There's acres of space on that onside field, and I'll come back for 2. That's good running from Bangladesh. Big boundary and taking advantage of it.
And that's good placement as well. Placement that allowed them to score those 2 runs. Mushfiqur Rahim now trying to push the fielders, trying to put some pressure on the fielders. Look for those odd singles and doubles every now and then. Flighted again. Mushfiqur Rahim worked that towards long on region.
gone out. 51 balls. He's got just 1-6 and 1-4 in that, and 16 dots. But look at that strike rate, 90.2. It tells you that in between, he's running hard between wickets. He's finding the gaps, maneuvering the ball into the gaps. And that's just what Bangladesh need at the moment. Did it from ball one when he came in. Looked to hit the boundary riders, get the ball into those gaps, and it's been a very, very good innings so far.
And that's the value he adds in the Bangladesh middle order. He's a very busy batsman indeed. Use of the feet, going down the track, one bounce, over the fence for 4. Brilliant shot from Mushfiqur Rahim, and that brings up his 50.
Well, we were talking about just 1-6 and 1-4, and he's made that 2 fours. 40th half century in one-day international cricket for that man. He has been a quality performer for the Tigers over the years, and he gets himself to yet another half century. Just 52 balls.
Ball. Come on, Daddy.
That last one, and what a good shot, because he's got to the pitch of it, and he's made sure that he's just opened the face to get it up and over that man at mid-off. He really has had another good outing for Bangladesh. 32 overs gone, 141 now for 4.
ঠান্ডা বা গরম খাবার খেতে আমি ভয় পাই।
শিরশির অনুভূতির কারণে
শিরশির অনুভূতি হয় সেনসিটিভিটি থেকে। একে দূর করুন সেনসিটিভ এক্সপার্টের সাহায্যে। এই ইনোভেটিভ টেকনোলজি শিরশির অনুভূতি থেকে মুক্তি দেয় মাত্র 30 সেকেন্ডে, আর এর ফিরে আসা বন্ধ করতে সাহায্য করে। ব্যবহার করুন
স্টিকি অ্যাডিসিভ, জোড়া লাগায় সবকিছু।
এই ঈদে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে বেশির চেয়ে বেশি ইন্টারনেট। 129 টাকায় 20 জিবি, 399 টাকায় 40 জিবি। বাংলা লিংক।
ক্লেমনের অফুরন্ত ফ্রেশনেস এখন মাত্র 40 টাকা 1 লিটার আর 7 টাকা 2 লিটার। ক্লেমন অফুরন্ত ফ্রেশনেস।
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই সব
লাইভ স্ট্রিম করতেছে।
পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে গ্রামীণ ফোন।
সানসেট ব্ল্যাক শার্ট
Game 99 for 4. Since then, it's been good going by the Bangladesh pair. A change in bowling. From the Walton end, it's going to be Isiru Udana back into the attack. That was his first spell. Just 22 runs coming off it.
Mushfiqur Rahim has been terrific so far since he came out to the crease. Look how he unsettled the bowler by playing that sweep shot, and that forced the captain to bring in his fast bowler. And again in the previous over, using his speed, he reached his 50 in no time. A very busy batsman, and keep rotating the strike. That helped Mahmudullah as well to gain that confidence. And look at the wagon wheel, played that all over the ground, preferred that onside, mid-wicket and square leg region very well.
Good work. The man at backward point, I must say. Sri Lankan fielding has been very, very impressive. Yes, Dhananjaya, one of the better in the field, more athletic. But it hasn't just been him, it has been everybody. They have chased in pairs. They've made sure that they've kept it nice and tight in a circle. They've been getting runs Bangladesh, they've had to work for them. Looks like he's just unsettled that left shoulder.
I see a lot of fire in this Sri Lankan side. Yes, they are inexperienced. They are young side, but still, Kusal Pereira had mentioned before coming onto the series that they want to play fearless cricket. And they want to give their best and ask their players to give whatever they had. Don't think about their position and place in the side, rather than enjoy their game. That has been so far worked well for them. They've already picked up 4 wickets and a very good start to the series as well.
Bentek CEO, Mr. Sabir, enjoying proceedings here at the Sher Bangla National Cricket Stadium. This is good from Bangladesh. I just feel that if they can continue to do this for a little while longer, it will really give them the platform going into those last 10 overs to really launch and try and get a decent total. Those are the projected totals. Current rate 4.42 will get them to 221. 6 and over from here will get them to 248. I think that's more or less what they'll be looking at. Bangladesh.
দুর্য খিচুড়ি দুর্য ঘুম খাবার বাকি থাকলে সুস্থভাবে বেড়ে ওঠার পুষ্টিও থাকে বাকি, তাই রেগুলার খাবারের সাথে জুনিয়র হরলিক্স। এতে আছে আয়রন, প্রোটিন, ভিটামিন ও প্রয়োজনীয় মিনারেলস, যাতে দুর্য পায় A to Z পুষ্টি।
ডান ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
বেস্ট এভার হার্পিক প্লাটিনাম রেভলিউশনারি অ্যাক্টিভ শিল্ড টেকনোলজির সাথে, যা আপনাকে দেবে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী পরিষ্কার টয়লেট পুরো 100 ফ্লাশ পর্যন্ত। হার্পিক প্লাটিনাম। স্টিকি অ্যাডিসিভ জোড়া লাগায় সবকিছু। যদি তাজা বাজারে আসল স্বাদে স্কোয়ারের রুচি সস সবই মজা লাগে যে।
Goes for a lap sweep over the keeper's head, using the pace of the ball. Will it go to the fence? The fielder's there. Grab that. But we'll get 3 runs from that shot. Talking about the projected score, they need to build up this partnership as well, and they have Afif Hussain, Mehdi Hasan Miraj and Mohammad Saifuddin to follow. All of them can bat, especially Afif, a young player. It's been terrific so far, and even coach Russell Domingo had hinted that he wants to see these young players to come up and step up alongside the experienced players like Mushfiq and Mahmudullah.
Brilliant.
I heard an earlier discussion with regards to Mushfiq Rahim and how he enjoys batting against Sri Lanka. Just to put that into context for you, until the end of 2017, he played 21 innings and scored just 354 runs against Sri Lanka. That was an average of 16. Since then, he's played 480 and an average of 80 for that. So it just shows how he's improved against them over the last couple of years. Partnership, 50 from 64. And they're both really starting to look very comfortable at the crease. Strike rate good, 78.5. And a no ball. Again, another one from the spinners today. Sri Lanka in the field been good. They don't need to be giving away free hits and no balls in particular in this format.
Changes in fielding. Fielder from the onside now coming to extra cover region, and the fielder at extra cover goes back to backward point. Free hit for Mushfiqur Rahim. There's a deep mid wicket and deep square leg and short fine leg.
Hits it straight at the man. You're talking about that deep mid wicket. Nisanka. And it's been so far another good over for Bangladesh. Couple of balls to go, 7 runs from it already. Running hard, it's that big boundary, but fielder got to that very quickly. Looking for the single. Not interested. Mahmudullah Riyad. And brings us to the end of the 34th over. 153 for 4 Bangladesh. And the players will take a drink.
এই বাইরে কোথায় যাচ্ছিস?
বাইরে না, ভিতরে।
ভিতরে?
এখানেও তো জীবাণু আছে।
জীবাণু?
টয়লেটে দুর্গন্ধ মানেই তো জীবাণু।
একদম ঠিক। তাই আপনার দরকার টমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড। এটি 99.9% জীবাণু ধ্বংস করে এবং ছড়ায় দারুণ সুগন্ধ। টমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড, জীবাণু, দাগ ও দুর্গন্ধহীন। ফ্রেশ টয়লেট দিনের পর দিন।
ডেটলের অভ্যাস দেয় 100 রোগবাহী জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা। পরিষ্কার তো ভালোই করেছো আকাশ।
নিজেরও আর জীবাণু।
আমার ভরসা শুধুই ডেটল সুরক্ষা।
যদি তাজা হোক বাজারে আসল স্বাদে স্কয়ারের রুচি সস সবই মজা লাগে।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা। এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
এনার্জির জন্য আর কত ব্যাকুল, এবার হয়ে যাও কুল। অস্কার প্রিমিয়াম মল্টেড বেভারেজ। অস্কার, ব্যাপারটা কুল।
ডেটলের অভ্যাস দেয় 100 রোগবাহী জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা। পরিষ্কার তো ভালোই করেছো আকাশ।
নিজেরও আর জীবাণু।
আমার ভরসা শুধুই ডেটল সুরক্ষা।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস। স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার। গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার। সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন। এক্সপার্টদের কাজ এক্সপার্ট দিয়ে করাই ভালো। এক্সপার্ট স্ক্রিউ ড্রাইভার, এক্সপার্ট হার্ডওয়্যার টুলস, যন্ত্র অনেক, মন্ত্র একটাই।
পিওরেটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনে ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
গ্রাম ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
কি মনের সাথে শরীর আর তাল মেলাতে পারছে না? চাই গ্ল্যাক্সোস ডি। এর গ্লুকোজ দ্রুত শরীরে মিশে দেয় ইনস্ট্যান্ট এনার্জি। এবার মনের সাথে তাল মেলাবে শরীরও। গ্ল্যাক্সোস ডি, নিমিশেই রিচার্জ।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা। এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
স্টিকি অ্যাডিসিভ, জোড়া লাগাই সবকিছু। যদি তাজা হোক বাজারে আসল স্বাদে স্কয়ারের রুচি সস সবই মজা লাগে।
দেশি পাকা টমেটো আর সিক্রেট রেসিপির কম্বিনেশনে তৈরি প্রাণ মিনি সস। সসের বস।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা। এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
বেস্ট এভার হার্পিক প্লাটিনাম রেভলিউশনারি অ্যাক্টিভ শিল্ড টেকনোলজির সাথে, যা আপনাকে দেবে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী পরিষ্কার টয়লেট পুরো 100 ফ্লাশ পর্যন্ত। হার্পিক প্লাটিনাম। স্টিকি অ্যাডিসিভ, জোড়া লাগায় সবকিছু।
Two very quick wickets and important ones as well. Tommy McBowell looked good. And the next one was just a delivery later. Pulled Bangladesh back to 99 for 4. But since then, it has been a good repair job by Mamdullah and Mushfiqur Rahim. 54 from 68. Tommy McBowell, half century at the top of the innings. In a very indifferent manner. Took time to get going. Struggled through the earlier part of the innings. However, he settled down and started to get a move on. When Dhananjay had dismissed him, he was just starting to turn on the heat. Abdullah Riyad has taken his time as well. 37 balls it's taken for his 23. He'll want to, of course, increase that strike rate as the innings continues. So 6 and over from here. We'll get Bangladesh to 249. 11 more than the first innings average here in the first innings of day-night one-day internationals. 238. Probably expect that if these two bat for a bit longer, they may get past that 249 mark.
Play.
Udana.
It's a slow one from Dana, worked it away towards third man. Both the batsmen now looking for those singles. As you mentioned, over 100 dot balls Bangladesh have batted so far, and now they need to accelerate a bit. That was Isuru Dana's previous delivery, back overhand. Read it pretty early. Mahmudullah Riyad and guided that. Change of pace will play a big role in this pitch as well, Tino.
It will indeed. Change of pace and variations is nothing that'll be new to Siru Udana. Of course, that's his specialty in white ball cricket, but also just the nature of the pitch. We talked about it having a fair bit of grass cover, which is not the norm here in Dhaka. Because of that, you can just get that ball to bite into that surface, can slow up, maybe get a bit of extra bounce. Certainly a surface where those variations will be very handy.
That ball gets some extra bounce. Mahmudullah Riyad, but a bit surprised. Kicked onto him. That shows the trueness of the pitch as well. The ball coming onto the bat. The batsman goes behind the ball. They can play their shots. Still, they need to work hard as well for every single run.
Four singles off the first 4 balls of the over, and getting them with relative comfort. Bangladesh. Crucial that these two just keep as they are. That's full and straight. It's 2 straight. And it's been hit to the fine leg boundary for 4. That makes this over a very good one with still a ball to go.
Good hands from Mahmudullah Riyad. Look at his wrist work. Just use the pace of the bowler, guide it back past the short fine leg fielder. And the rest, the pace does it all. Experienced campaigner knows the fielders where and just guide it through. Mahmudullah Riyad looking really good.
That boundary takes him on to 29. And that's the importance of singles in the over. We talked about the 4 singles and we're getting the over boundary, 8 from it already. And then a single to finish. A good over, 9 from it, 162 for 4.
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছে দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে গ্রামীণ ফোন। করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে বাংলাদেশকে সুরক্ষিত রাখা এখন আপনার হাতে। মাস্ক পরুন, ভ্যাকসিন নিন, 2 মিটার দূরত্ব বজায় রাখুন আর হাত ধুয়ে নিন লাইফ বয় বা অন্য যে কোনো সাবান দিয়ে। লাক্স, মেরিল, ডেটল হাতের কাছে যা থাকে।
বিভিন্ন স্বাদের আইস এনার্জিতে ভরপুর প্রাণ রোবো ড্রিঙ্কস। খাওয়ার আগে আইস করে নাও প্রাণ রোবো ড্রিঙ্কস, পাওয়ার অফ আইস এনার্জি।
It's an outside edge. It's gone into the gap to pick up a couple of more runs from the bat of Mahmudullah. It's turning out to be a good partnership here. Partnership now 65 between Mahmudullah Riyad and Mushfiqur Rahim. They went hard at it. Genuine edge. Went fine. And just giving a little bit of stability with that partnership. Still a long way to go. The run rate now just creeping up, 4.66 now. That will be called a wide down the leg side. But it's been good batting, good sensible batting from both these batsmen. Mushfiqur Rahim, we know that he's been the Mr. Dependable, especially against Sri Lanka, Roshan. He's got a terrific average. Since 2017. And we did hear Chino Mowayo discussing that. He's averaging almost 80. Mahmudullah has been very good with the bat and knowing that they were under a bit of a pressure when both these batsmen came on to bat. But certainly they've shown that what they're capable of doing with the bat. They need more runs.
Sri Lanka hasn't done badly up to this stage, but it's the finish that really matters. They've always struggled in the last 10 overs. They've gone at a little over 8 runs and over in the final 10. That's has been a concern in their overall record, so that's an area they'll have to watch. It's largely been their inability to get wickets in the middle overs. A couple more, in fact only a single. So Sri Lanka hasn't really been able to find that penetration in the middle overs, invariably leading into the last 10 with either 2 established batsmen or at least one, which allows the opponents to try and maneuver things. So they'll have to be very watchful and very mindful of that. Very safe and over the top. They're using their experience. That's a boundary. Spoken about the depth the Bangladeshis have. Someone like Mahmudullah and Mushfiq. We've spoken about his record, averaging 80 in the last few games, and this is what Mahmudullah can do to you.
Yeah, that's a very good shot. Knowing that the fielder was inside the circle on the offside, and the moment it was pitched up, he knew that he was in business. All he tried to do is he just chip it over the infielder and picks up a boundary. This is good, very good batting and very good over for Bangladesh. With that single, they're going to come back for the second, and that's overthrow. Good work in the leaves with One turns out to be 3 runs in the end. And, a very good over for Bangladesh. 174 for 4.
এই বাইরে কোথায় যাচ্ছিস?
বাইরে না, ভিতরে।
ভিতরে?
এখানেও তো জীবাণু আছে।
হ্যাঁ জীবাণু?
টয়লেটে দুর্গন্ধ মানেই তো জীবাণু।
একদম ঠিক। তাই আপনার দরকার ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড। এটি 99.9% জীবাণু ধ্বংস করে এবং ছড়ায় দারুণ সুগন্ধ। ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড, জীবাণু, দাগ ও দুর্গন্ধহীন ফ্রেশ টয়লেট দিনের পর দিন।
ডেটলের অভ্যাস দেয় আমার ভরসা শুধুই ডেটল সুরক্ষা।
রনি পাবজি খেলাস না?
Runs on the board after they finish up the full quota of 50 overs. They've got 14 more overs in hand. Mahmudullah unbeaten on 40, Mushfiqur Rahim unbeaten on 58. Batsman to come. Afif, followed by Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Mohammad Saifuddin, the left-hander, also capable of playing some big shots. Green. And you mentioned about the experience, Roshan, experience of Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim. More than 4,000 runs for Mahmudullah and more than 6,000 runs for Mushfiqur Rahim.
Sri Lanka have 5 overs from Chad. Mera and 3 from Uganda. Those will obviously be in the last bit. That's a good googly from the right arm leg spinner. Well, we spoke how well the Sri Lankan spinners bowled earlier on, but what we need to understand is how the Bangladesh batsmen have set about scoring runs against them in the last few overs. They've taken calculated risks.
Ball.
We've seen the drives, we've seen the slog sweeps. And they've generally looked to dominate. This pair have looked to dominate the spinners. Particularly someone like Wanindu Hasarang, you don't dominate him, he'll be all over you. There's so much of variety, so much of skill. Has been very good in the white ball format. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just creating space for himself and gets a boundary behind square leg. This is experience. Not afraid to take that risk, and it paid off.
Yeah, this has been very good and sensible batting because they're not taking any unnecessary risk. They knew exactly where the fielders are, and once they try to play a big shot, they're picking up a boundary. Having a look at this partnership of 1884 deliveries, you have a look at the number of boundaries they have in this partnership. 2 4s and a 6 for Mahmudullah, only 3 4s and a 6 for Mushfiqur Rahim. Again, that was short and he's put that away. Will it reach the boundary ropes? Doesn't. Good work. And just thought that the fielder had given up on that occasion.
Yeah, that's the reaction to that sweep shot. So he's going a little bit shorter and quicker, which allows the batsman to get on the back foot. The previous delivery more fuller that he swept. So the follow-up delivery has been punished. So 3 balls, 7 runs, which is turning out to be very productive for Bangladesh.
Ball, Wani.
Yeah, 12 runs in the previous over also. So they're getting into a momentum where they were feeling that yes, they can accelerate it. Put the foot on the accelerator. It's all about the batsman in the middle. Yes, they have batting to come. What matters most for Bangladesh that both these batsmen try to expect some fireworks. 8 runs in that over, 182 for 4.
বার্গার থেকে বিরিয়ানি, খুশির ডিলসে থাকছে পছন্দের সব খাবারের স্পেশাল অফার। ফুড প্যান্ডা থেকে অর্ডার করুন এখনই।
ডেটলের অভ্যাস দেয় 100 রোগবাহী জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা।
অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন না কিনে
Important for Bangladesh that Mushfiqur Rahim is still there. Unbeaten.
BSS লাগবে নি।
Time for some pace. Very impressive. Just 5 overs so far.
বড়টা
Took the wicket in his very first over when they sent back Little Kumadars caught in the slips. They spoke about the bowling that even the skipper had actually spoken about it earlier on.
দৌড় হয়েছে আর ভালো না
So very crucial for
Yes,
bowlers.
ভালো
Get it right.
খেলতে ভালো না আমি খেলে না মেথি দেখছিলাম
This is out just a single in the lead. And he mentioned, Vishal Barar mentioned one thing very important, which caught my attention. He said that until unless the bowlers
Hey.
get it in the death overs, they will not learn. Because he feels that yes, bowlers will get hit, and then you need to understand what kind of lengths and lines you need to put, especially in the death. You're talking about bowling in the block hole, in Yorker, which is not easy. Easy said than done.
আমি না গ্রাম হারে পেলে কিন্তু তুমি নক হয়ে যাবে দেখতে
Master it. Got to do it in the practice. Try something similar like that. That length. Get it, bowler. Get it in the block.
Bringing Chamira back is a good move because he's just breaking that rhythm the batsmen are in because spin from both ends. President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, Mr. Nazmul Hassan. It's got the feeling that the partnership of leg spin and left arm spin went a little bit too far. Sri Lanka should have looked at the option of just try and change Kasun Shanak. Who could bowl some seam. Just get on to bowl a few overs of spin or medium pace.
Has been appointed
এটা খালি কি বার
to lead the side for the very first time. This is what would show the slog sweep. So he's picked up the length very quickly. Similar kind of length. We saw him going down the wicket and also playing the slog sweep. Backs himself up to play the shots that he believes in will fetch him.
Taking a lot of pace off the ball, that last delivery. Yeah, we know how good he is against spin, particularly playing those sweep shots. We haven't seen the reverse very much, though he's very good with the reverse as well. They've done well. You spoke about the boundaries, but what they've done very well is to do just that. Singles, twos, into the over, 187 for 4.
ভিম স্মার্ট লিকুইড কেন বাসায় তো গরুর গাড়িতেও যাওয়া যায় মডার্ন কেন হব না থালা বাসনের কঠিন তেল চর্বি দূর করে তো স্মার্ট কেন
যদি তাজা বাজারে আসল স্বাদে স্কোয়ার রুচি সস সবই মজা লাগে যে
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাই
Ay, más del PNI. Sale el server.
5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন
This partnership, it's a partnership of 88 runs of 93 deliveries. But they've only scored 32 runs in boundaries. The rest has come in singles and twos. That's what they've been really good at. Like having to rotate the strike on a consistent basis. That just releases the pressure. Again, a short one. And once you start to pick up those singles, it just unsettles the bowler. It doesn't seem to find the right line, and then even if he bowls a good delivery, and if batsman does manage to pick up a single, just spoils the over. That has been very good in this partnership. It has been the feature in this partnership between Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim.
Isn't that the experience Bangladesh boasts of? They know exactly how to see handle situations, and that's what they're doing well. At 99 for 4 with two quick wickets gone. Normally expect sides to struggle a little bit, panic a bit, and to be under pressure. But what Mahmudullah has done is come in and just released it with the way he's batted. He's had a good ally at the other end. But just speaking about Sri Lanka's performance, if you look at just this year in the 3 games, the middle overs have always been their problem. In 2021, in 90 overs, they have conceded a near 5 runs in the middle overs for only 5 wickets. So what they have done, the price they pay is almost 90 runs a wicket in those middle overs, talking about 11th to the 40th. So when a team comes into the last 10 overs, they got enough ammunition to try and attack. So obviously that's an area they will want to look at, want to improve, and one way of doing it is getting wickets in the middle overs. You need wicket-taking bowlers. But Bangladesh, on the other hand, they have a much better record. In the middle overs, they've been getting a wicket every 25 runs or 26 runs. And they've been conceding just 4.36 runs an over. It speaks of how well the two teams have performed in 2021. 190 for 4.
খাবার বাকি থাকলে সুস্থভাবে বেড়ে ওঠার পুষ্টিও থাকে বাকি, তাই রেগুলার খাবারের সাথে জুনিয়র হরলিক্স। এতে আছে আয়রন, প্রোটিন, ভিটামিন ও প্রয়োজনীয় মিনারেলস, যাতে তুর্য পায় A to Z পুষ্টি।
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই সফলগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন। জোড়া লাগায় সবকিছু।
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
বিভিন্ন স্বাদের আইস এনার্জিতে ভরপুর প্রাণ রোবো ড্রিঙ্কস। খাওয়ার আগে আইস করে নাও প্রাণ রোবো ড্রিঙ্কস, পাওয়ার অফ আইস।
And remember, both these players, or rather teams, are eyeing to grab a position in the ICC Cricket World Cup. This is the Super League. And the points will count. You've got to grab as many points as possible. So they're fighting hard to qualify for the World Cup. 50-over format. And this is where you want to see your teams performing at their best. So you got to find the right combinations, the right bowlers. When you fail to manage to pick up wickets in the middle over, then you've got to find certain bowlers. You have someone like Chavinda Vyas as your head bowling coach, who has an absolutely brilliant career. Talk about wicket-taking bowlers, Muthaya Muralidharan, Lasita Malinga. So many names comes to you, but you've got to find someone and groom to a certain stage where you not only back him up as a bowler, but you're also giving him more and more opportunities to play the big league in the one-day internationals. And you can only get better once you get that opportunity on a consistent basis. Time. You've got to give time to the players to settle in. That's where I think it's very important for the selectors, the team management, not from just Sri Lanka, but also from Bangladesh. If you are backing someone in the team, you've got to give him time. Remember Marwan Atabatu? When he started his career, he started with not 6 ducks, but he ended up scoring more than 5,000 runs for Sri Lanka, and one of the best players that I've seen. What a beautiful play to watch. It's all about trusting someone for a certain position as a bowler or a batsman and giving him time.
I think that's the policy that the selectors are pursuing now. That's why I think they're looking at some of the other options they have. The chances are that this side will be pursued for a while just to understand where they're going. That's the reason that so many young cricketers have been brought in and blooded. A new captain, obviously the plan is for the 2023 World Cup.
নিচে নামো না
But yeah, you spoke about the qualifying stage. Sri Lanka anyway is languishing at the bottom. So the only place or the only way Sri Lanka could go is up. They can't go down any further. So this is the worst situation they are in. They're at number 13. So they have only one way to go, and that's up. So that's what the Sri Lankan selectors are hoping. You guys are sitting much prettier at number 6 and feeling comfortable. Yeah, you're right about what you're saying. I hope that the national selectors will pursue something like that and look at loving some of the youngsters in this side a little bit more opportunity, just to try and give them enough exposure. Because we've spoken about the number of games the team has played, totally just a little over 400. But if this team can progress maybe with a few tinkering the next 2 years, that 400 sum total can become 500, 550. Also uncapped players in the side. So the chances are that they'll gain in experience. So let's hope they'll use the experience and the exposure to good effect. Good over. 3 runs off it.
ডাউন
193
হইছে
for
আপনারা টাওয়ার তো ডাউন হয়ে গেলেন বালের মধ্যে নিবেন
আছে ভিটামিন সি কমলার মতো
আপনার নিয়ে আমি গেম খেলতে পারবো বুঝতে বলি
হরলিক্স বাচ্চাদের দেয় একটি কমলার সমপরিমাণ ভিটামিন সি 1.5 কাপ দুধের সমপরিমাণ ক্যালসিয়াম ও 3 বাটি পালং শাকের সমপরিমাণ আয়রন সহ 20টি ভাইটাল নিউট্রিয়েন্টস হরলিক্স
আরে থাম ঝন্টু ক্লেমনের অফুরন্ত ফ্রেশনেস এখন মাত্র 40 টাকা 1 লিটার আর 60 টাকা 2 লিটার ক্লেমন অফুরন্ত ফ্রেশনেস
Just going back to what you said, you can, the Sri Lanka team will have to go up the order in that points table. They can only do